What's up, very cool gang, and welcome to the video. We had a special request to do a review and overview of DPro organizers. Today we have two offerings, one from Milwaukee, one from DeWALT. They look very, very similar, but are they similar, and do they do exactly the same things? We're going to find out today.
Milwaukee Tool continues to grow its line of durable storage solutions with the introduction of the new Jobsite Organizer, the most versatile of its kind. The new unit was meticulously designed for increased productivity and has up to 20% more capacity than the competition. Designed with the needs of the professional tradesman in mind, the new organizer includes 8 small and 2 large removable bins that can be mounted on common job site materials by utilizing the integrated screw slots. A seal around the perimeter of each bin prevents small items from migrating from one bin to another, and the convenient 4x4 size of the small bins allow them to easily be swapped out for a common electrical box. To allow users the option of carrying multiple organizers at once, the Milwaukee Jobsite Organizer contains innovative side clips that not only allow the units to be attached together, but provide full access to each when they're stacked on top of one another.
So here's a huge difference between Milwaukee and DeWALT's offerings. These clips right here that attach the boxes together. Milwaukee's are mounted to the lid itself. When this lid opens, you could raise an organizer that was on top of this organizer with it, allowing access to the bins inside here, inside this organizer. DeWALT's clips are mounted to the box. If there was another organizer on top of this organizer and it was clipped on, it wouldn't allow for you to open this organizer. This is definitely handy.
DWST14825 DPro Organizer from DeWALT. The DPro Organizer comes with removable cups to organize various parts and tool sizes and includes an anti-rust metal latch of security. There is no seal in this case. These cups are removable, okay? But there is no integrated hooks to mount these on a surface. To get that same 4-inch square box to fit, you'd have to remove 2 cups. These units look similarly sized. How does Milwaukee get more capacity out of their box? And the simple answer is, instead of an integrated handle like the DeWALT unit, they put an external handle on. I guess at this point you're wondering, hey, which one's really more rugged? Which one's more versatile? Which one's going to keep my parts more organized? We're going to find out right now.
So let's test how waterproof these cases actually are. First, we're going to start with the Milwaukee. It has an integrated gasket around the edge. It should be pretty weather tight and watertight. You have a tote here full of water. All we're going to do is we're going to quickly submerge the box in the water. Holy Lord, it won't even stay down. Give it like a couple seconds.
Uh-oh, I see bubbles.
Let's see what we have in here. So, save for some water at the bottom, most of the compartments stayed dry. There was some water in this compartment here. I guess the water came in this area. It broke the, and I was holding it down inside, so there was a lot of pressure on the case. I already know how this is going to go. It has no gasket at all, so there is no protection when being submerged. You know, is it weatherproof? You know, maybe if it's sitting up, it could be somewhat.
It might float as well too.
But it probably will float. Okay, so
it has nothing in it.
It's floating with nothing in it. Okay, that's fine. As soon as this case gets submerged.
Oh man. Went straight to the bottom.
It would have floated. Okay, I mean the water easily penetrates the box. I'm gonna have to call winner on weatherproof, waterproof, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Sorry, DeWALT. On to a standard migration test. How we do ours is we take our sorter, okay? We then take common materials that we'd use, such as screws and wire nuts. We fill every other container up with an item, and then we torture the box. They're closed down tight. I think at this point we should just do the standard swing test. What's the standard swing test? It's basically when you grab the sorter by its handle and then swing it off the table. We'll do the standard swing test 5 times for each sorter, see if we have any migration. 3. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any migration. 1. 5. Not seeing any migration. It's pretty good. Okay. I think we need to move on to something a little bit more aggressive. Let's try the standard drop test. So, our standard drop test not only takes into account migration of materials inside the box, it takes into account breakage of the box themselves. No better way to simulate this drop test than on the edge of a pickup truck. Tell me how many times a day guys in construction have their organizer sitting at the edge of this box, forget it's there, drive off, you know, another box hits it, and boom, it falls off the edge of the truck. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do that test 5 times each box, see if there's any breakage and see if there's any migration. Let's get started. That was 1. Let's move on to the Milwaukee. Sitting at the edge of the pickup truck, and boom. 1. 5. Let's take a look at the exterior of the boxes first. Is there any damage? Besides just some dirt and some minor abrasions to the boxes, or at least the Milwaukee box, I'm not seeing anything that would really qualify as damage. Some abrasion to the handle, not really a big deal. The latches look to be in good condition. Some minor damage. Let's open up the box, see if there's any migration. I gotta tell you, if you look through all the compartments, I see no migration compartment to compartment. So Milwaukee passed our standard drop test. Let's take a look at the DeWALT. The latches look fine. There's the same amount of abrasion, it looks like, to the exterior. No real damage. This box stood up pretty well too, it seems. Let's see how it did as far as migration goes. So, I'm not seeing migration from compartment to compartment. All right, let's step it up a bit. We're gonna do our second drop test. This time, we're gonna drop each box from the top of the truck's bed here, okay? You know, every once in a while, a guy might throw a box up here. It might not be the best placement for it, but he's in a rush. Boom, he spins around, and the box falls out. Let's do that 5 times, see if we have any breakage or migration. 1. 5. Now for the Milwaukee. 1. 5. I think they fared pretty well. But let's take a look. Immediately, I am seeing some migration of screws. It seems the box flexed and allowed some screws to pop through. I will say this. If you look at the exterior, although you should see some small abrasions, the box didn't really suffer any damage, I don't believe. So let's open it up. Okay, so we can see some migration of screws and even wire nuts here. We probably could have alleviated some of that migration if we closed the lid and then secured these tabs that connect another box to the top, because these tabs also lock down the lid and keep this top from flexing somewhat. I gotta tell you, I'm a little shocked. I thought that the Milwaukee was going to fare better in this test. I will say it was pretty torturous. You know, that is a high drop. We do have some migration. And it's the same type of migration. We have some screws that migrated out of this large box, out of this large sorter, and into another sorter, into another compartment. That's odd.
Dirt inside.
So some dirt actually made it past. It actually, now that I was about to say that, dirt made it into the lid here. It didn't make it past. Let me see. Did it? So some dirt did make it past the gasket. Overall, I mean, the case fared pretty well. We're seeing some abrasion, but I'm not seeing any breakage. Maybe we need to move on to something a little more drastic. So these two organizers fared well in the last 3 tests. We're gonna have to step it up a notch. Here's the scenario. You have a job up on a roof, and boom, these babies fall off. Let's see how they do. Okay, let's start out with the DeWALT, see how we did. Well, immediately, I'm noticing no migration, it looks like. A minimal amount of migration. One screw actually migrated out of this case. But I am noticing some breakage here. And this entire compartment is broke.
It's done.
Okay? We got some breakage, it's down on the ground, a little screw migrated out. But for the height of that fall, I think the box itself fared pretty well. This box is built DeWALT tough. I'm really impressed. I'm impressed. I thought for certain that this box would be non-usable after the drop test. I don't know how exactly this box, maybe the weight from the screws pushed down here and crushed this box, this compartment. I'm not certain. I'm not seeing any other breakage on the outside, and quite frankly, the outside of the box, let's take a look here. The outside of the box along the edges did very well. Immediately, we see a minimal amount of migration from what I'm seeing. One screw didn't even make it fully out of the compartment. We don't see any migration. Let's just confirm that. No migration out of the compartments into the case itself. So, let's look at the exterior. Everything's still operating, 100%. Handle's okay. Case is okay, it looks like. We have a small amount of damage here. The back, this reinforcing rib, actually has a small break in it. I don't think it'll affect performance at all. Also, pretty impressive, I'm gonna tell you. So for the high drop test, we have to give it to Milwaukee because no compartments were broken in the making of this video. So that wraps up our torture testing portion of this video. I think if you guys are looking for a clear winner here, I think we need to weigh price versus usability. The DeWALT unit has been retailing at Home Depot stores for $14.99 and $14.95. The Milwaukee unit has been retailing for $19.95. And yes, the Milwaukee fared the torture test much better, but what it also has going for it is more usable storage volume, okay? And for that extra $5 per unit, I think that the ability to move all of these containers wherever you need, okay, in the Milwaukee throughout the case, the extra containers themselves, okay, and the ability to take these containers out and hang them on building materials on a job site where you're using them, okay, I think that makes the extra $5 for the Milwaukee Deep Pro Organizer worth it. That's the clear winner in the contest for us. If you like this video, we hope you'll give it a like. Leave your comments below. Do you prefer the Milwaukee over the DeWALT or the DeWALT over the Milwaukee? We want to know how you use your Deep Pro organizers and which one you like better. If you like our channel, please get subscribed. Share this video with people you think it would help. And as always, thanks a lot and have a great day.